Hello, I am Kasam Sheikh and welcome to my channel. Today in this video, we will be deploying an ASP.NET WCF service to Azure Cloud Service. Yes, so Azure Cloud Service is the very first PaaS offering from Microsoft Azure to deploy and host our applications. So the basic or the primary difference between an Azure web app and Azure cloud service is uh, we can access or we can have a control and access to the underlying Azure VMs, which is getting deployed when you deployed your application over the cloud. In Azure cloud, we can very well access the machines. Wherein in Azure Web App, we don't have any access or control over the VM. So uh, let's start with creating a WCF service. So this WCF service, let's go to Cloud and Azure Cloud Service. Let's give the name as my WCF on Cloud. Okay, click on OK. So this WCF service will be deployed into cloud service as a web role. You can get the option from here for ASP.NET or a WCF. You can also deploy Windows background services in the form of worker roles. So let's select this WCF service web role and click on OK. So this will create a solution Azure with an Azure Cloud template um, with a project name WCF service web role 1. Okay, so you can just uh, run and test it once. So for doing that, you can just click over here and set a startup project. Click on this Internet Explorer. Okay, so it has loaded all the service method. Let's click on this get data, enter some value, click on invoke. So it's returning you entered 2. Okay, so it's working fine. It should work fine, no doubt. Let's open it up in over the browser. Click over here, view in browser. Okay, so this is working fine. Great. So now let's deploy this service to Azure Cloud Service. For that, um, click over here and click on Publish. So this will open this window for setting up the things. So you need to, as a part of prerequisite, you need to have a Microsoft Azure subscription, and you need to log in with the same credentials over here so that it could fetch your subscription. Click on Next. Let's give this app a name, uh, WCF on Cloud by Kasam. It should be unique, and I'm giving such name. It should be unique. Let's give the resource the region. Let's select this. Change. You can change or you can keep as it is. I will change it to local redundant. Let's click on Create. So this will associate an storage account also for deploying this for uploading this package. So it has taken up with the same name, so it will create a storage account with this name. Click on Next. The build configuration would be release, environment can be production, and service configuration should be cloud. If at all you will click it over here, it will ask you to configure an username password so that you can access your Azure VM, which will get deployed after this deployment. So let's give it as WCF cloud. Let's give it a password. You can set the expiration date from here. I think it's not matching. Okay, I believe it will match now. Okay, so it got matched now. Click on OK. You can give this, you can configure this setting through Azure portal also. Click on next. If you want to add the application inside, by default it's checked in. Let's go with this. Click on next. So here is the overall summary which we created. So the only again there is one difference, like we have given the name as WCF on cloud by Kasam. So when it is in Azure Web App, it adds like WCF, the application name dot Azure website dot net. Over here it would be application name dot cloud app dot net. Click on publish. Now this will take at least 10 minutes to get deployed. It's not as quick as Azure Web App. You can track this deployment activity through this window. Just click it over here. So you will be getting everything, like it will upload the certificates, it will create the storage account, it will create the package, it will upload the package, it will add this service as a web role, it will start that web role. Everything status would be tracked over here. So as you can see, it has started at 11:37. Let's see how much time it will take. So it is in the completing stage. You can see it has created this URL and this deployment ID. Earlier there was a blank over here. So once it get deployed, you can see the instance of this WCF web role. It's creating the virtual machine and all. You can check the status over here. Like, see, it has created the deployment ID. It has created the storage account. So it's almost 5 to 6 minutes and is still getting deployed. So till time this deployment is on, let's go to the Azure web portal and let's see what all resources it has created. Let's go to resource group. So here it is, WCF Cloud. So let's click on this. So it would be our cloud service. Our storage service would be this, I believe. Yes, WCF Cloud on storage. Let's click over here. Again, let's go to resource group. Click on this. So as you can notice, like when you deploy it on Azure Web App, it all the resources, like only it is only Azure Web App as such, and it is being deployed under one resource group. But when you create or when you try to deploy it on Azure Cloud, so there will be like a storage account associated with it, and application insight account, and the cloud service, and all these three are deployed under three different resource groups. So as you can see, this is one resource group, and under this there is a cloud. Here it is another resource group for storage, and under that it has uh, storage account. This would be application inside is under again another resource group. So there are three resource group which has been created. See, where are we now? It's still running. Can so can go to this my WCF Cloud by Kasam. Click on this cloud service. Can see it would be, it is still starting the VM, as you can see. So once it is completed, it will show here as running. Okay, great. So now you can see it has completed. So it took almost 13 minutes to get deployed. Yes, it takes time to get deployed to cloud service as compared to Azure Web App. So let's click on this URL, that is WCF on cloud by Kasam .cloudapp.net, and the service name, right? This is the one, service1.svc. Okay, so it takes time again to get load. Meantime, we can go to web portal again, and you can see now this WCF web role, it's running. You can also, as I said in earlier in this video, that we can control, or we can access the underlying Azure VM which is getting deployed, which get deployed with this WCF Azure Cloud Service. And during the configuration, I said, like, we can have the desktop username password being set up through Azure portal also. That is from this section, remote desktop. You just need to, if at all we would have not created or configured during the setting the through Visual Studio, it would be disabled over here. But as we have already entered the username and password, it is showing enabled. You can, if you can configure from here, you can just click on enable, provide this username, password and all, and just click on save, and it will be fine. It will get configured. Let's see whether it got great. So you can see our service is up and running. ASP.NET WCF service is up and running fine over the Azure Cloud app. That is this one. Let's test it once through our WCF test client, Visual Studio. So let's click on File, Add Service, provide this URL or the new URL of Cloud Service, and click on OK. As you can see, it has switched the service methods for this. Let's click on this Get Data and try to enter some value, try to invoke this. Can click again on this, provide some value, click on Invoke. Okay. So this is coming in from our cloud service. So it is ready, it's up. You can just use this URL with your application, and you can add this as a service reference. Let's as I said earlier, like, we can connect to this VMs. Let's try to connect this. Go to overview section. You can see this WCF service running. Just click over here and click on connect, and you can get this RDP file getting downloaded into your machine. Open it, click on connect, and this will display your username which we gave. Let's connect with the password which we configured. Got connected. So you can see we are on our Azure VM which got deployed. Here is that URL, that is wcf.cloud app. So we are on the underlying Azure VM which got deployed once we deployed this WCF service to the cloud service. And this is the major difference, or the basic or primary or the most important factor which uh, allows, or which concludes to use Azure Cloud Service for deploying or hosting our web apps and all over Azure Web App. Let's open up IS and let's see our WCF service. It's here. So you can see our WCF service which we just deployed. Sorry, which we just deployed. It's being added over here into this machine. Let's close this up. So hope you have learned something new and enjoyed this video. Kindly subscribe to my channel. Also watch out for my another video for deploying this WCF service to Azure Web App through Visual Studio. Please kindly subscribe to my channel, like this video. Happy Azure coding. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.